This is my phone. You were able to the video? Yeah. Yeah. Not one of those. He hasn't started the video. We have to move the camera around with this defense.
This program was built on the ruins of a dropped, very successful NCAA program in 1993. Since then, the team has fought to protect their opportunity to further their gymnastics career while securing a quality college education. This program is completely self-funded by the incredible fundraising efforts of the team and generous donors. This amazing team is led by an incredible group of coaches. Joining the team for the first time this season, assistant coach Peter Wigging. Going to his 5th season with the Arizona program, assistant coach Brian Kern. Going into an unparalleled 18 seasons with the team, assistant coach and alumni Rob Servik. And ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you, in his 29th season as head coach, one of the founding members of GymAct, and the legend himself, ladies and gentlemen, Coach Scott Barclay. The team is also led by team captain Ryan Swachino, team captain Caden Peacock, Captain Clayton Cunningham, and Team Captain Jackson Harrison. Here it is. The moment we've all been waiting for. Gymnastics season is back. And tonight, the Arizona men's gymnastics team takes to the floor to prove they have what it takes to compete for this historic program. 30 years in the making, this program has been winning titles and forever changing the face of men's collegiate gymnastics. It takes everything in these athletes just to make it to this point, and now they will compete for their once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to add their name to the long list of incredible athletes that have helped shape this program. They will have to fight with everything in them to try and keep this team on top. Every year, there's a new threat, a new challenge, a new reason to give up and walk away. But that's not what this team is about. They will rise and fight for every routine, every win, every year. Because that's what the team members have done before them, and that's what they will continue to do. And this is definitely the team to beat. The Arizona men's gymnastics team fight to the top starts now. This is MNG 30. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here live in sunny Southern Arizona at Aspire Kids Sports Center for another amazing maroon and gold Intrasquad from the Arizona State men's gymnastics team. Thank you so much all for joining us here. We are getting ready. The athletes just marched into the arena. They're all getting announced one at a time, being recognized for their absolutely incredible accomplishment of making it this far. It is such a long journey from when these guys walk into a gym and then they make it all the way to the floor of one of the most historic college programs in the entire country. There are so many gym programs that follow the model that was built here in Arizona by head coach Scott Barclay. And I just could not be more excited and more honored to be here with you guys. Thank you so much for logging on. Before we really get into all the gymnastics, make sure you guys take a moment, hit that subscribe button for me, help make sure you are right here on the GymAct Live YouTube page. Make sure you don't miss any of the amazing GymAct action. It's going to be an interesting battle with GymAct. You know, it is picking up steam like crazy. We found a 15th team for this season. So these guys are really going to have to be on tonight. And I do apologize. I was supposed to have another commentator that ended up bailing out last second. So you guys are going to have to hear my voice for the next 3 hours. But I am just so thankful and so appreciative. I've gotten so much positive feedback from doing this. And I'm just so happy that I get to bring this to you in your houses, at home, wherever you're at. Most of you are loved ones or family or friends of the teams guys that are on the floor tonight. And I just cannot wait to bring their incredible gymnastics to you. This year, we did add something new. As you can see up in that corner, you do have a scoreboard live the entire time. It'll be bringing you scores all night long, so you can keep up with everything that's going on right now. The guys are just marched in. They're being announced as we speak, and These guys look hungry. I was here during warm up, and man, these guys are ready to go. The coaches are fired up. The athletes are fired up. They've got a little pressure on them, like I was talking about from the rest of Gym Act, and they're ready to step up to the challenge. So I am very, very excited to watch all this. All right, we're going to get into the nitty gritty. A maroon team will be starting on floor exercise, starting with Tucker. Uh, the black team will be starting on pommel horse, starting with Co. And then the gold team will be starting on rings. So if you know where the athlete you are logged on to watch is what team they're on, that's going to be the start overs. I'll go over them one more time here in just a minute. We're announcing the coaches in the arena right now. Big news that everybody's cheering for right now is the re-addition of assistant coach Peter Wigging. He's an alumni who came back to help the team. The legend himself, the assistant coach of the year more times than I've had birthdays, Coach Rob Servik, who is here in the arena with us, and we are just so happy he's here. I'm sure you've all heard his story. His son Charlie is actually standing right here behind me. And then we've got Brian Kern on the floor with the guys. He's been a huge addition. It has been amazing to watch him grow as a coach, especially in the college space. And then Scott Barclay, I was talking to him this morning. He's the head coach. He has been involved with this program for over 49 years between athlete, assistant coach, and then taking over in 93 when the team program was cut. He is an absolute just legend in the men's gymnastics space. And I am just so honored to get to work with him on this stuff. And I am just so thankful. We're honoring the All-Americans from last year right now. Let me find that for you guys real quick. The All-Americans we are honoring right now from last season was senior Blake Tingson on parallel bars, Caden DiGirolamo on floor, Andrew Fincher on parallel bars, Clayton Cunningham, All-American on pommel horse, Ethan DiGirolamo, All-American on rings, Hunter Burnett, the pommel horse, parallel bars, and high bar All-Americans, and Jackson Harrison, the All-American from vault and floor for last year. Absolutely incredible to All-American. You have to maintain a very high GPA, a very, very high athletic career also to be able to place high enough at nationals while maintaining a certain GPA. It is unbelievable. These guys train 20 plus hours a week. Then they fundraise at least another 6 or 7, and then they go to school full time. That when they sleep, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they are single-handedly keeping the energy drink industry alive. Vinny Calismo is an additional All-American on vault. Hunter Fletching just got honored as an All-American in the all-around. I apologize; those were not on my script. Elliot Foster, floor rings and high bar All-American. Aiden Myers, All-American on pommel horse. And Sender Benowing is also an All-American from last season. We're going to see if our cameras can get their videos turned on and get it rocking and rolling. We are honoring our country with playing the national anthem currently. All right. That is the unmistakable start of any athletic competition here in the United States. The athletes are reporting their first event. They're going to have a 2-minute one touch. They're actually going to go and do their team chant right now. I apologize. We're trying to get one of our cameras turned on. We'll get this thing rocking and rolling. The guys are separating out to their events. We're going to get our cameras all turned on and going, and we are going to be off and running here in Southern Arizona. It's going to be an exciting night of gymnastics. Is always such a great event. These guys have so much passion and so much heart out on the floor with us, and they are going to put on one heck of a show right here, starting in 2 minutes. But All right, thanks for sticking with us. We are getting rocking right here. These guys have 30 seconds left remaining in their first warm up, and we'll get right to competition. Floor camera had a little bit of an issue, but it's up and running now. We are locked in and ready to go.
Still fine. Yeah.
This is the agreement on the road.
All right, we are rocking and rolling right here. Maroon team will be starting on floor, black team will be starting on palm horse, and the gold team will be starting on rings. See right there in that floor camera in your bottom right-hand corner, the maroon team's getting ready for their first routine. Tucker will be leading us off this evening on floor.
Come on, Ives.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 men's Arizona State men's gymnastics season starts right here. Ladies and gentlemen, Tucker taking to the floor exercise in his first attempt to qualify to Arizona State men's gymnastics team. Mounts with a huge double back, just overcooks it a little bit. That's okay. We're going to see a lot of those nerves tonight. That's what these meets are for. They're here to calm these guys down. Nice laid out back full, little low in start value, but that's okay because it's unbelievably clean. Nice big back layout, small pike in the hips, but strong landing. Starting on palm horse, the black team is putting up Ko as their first routine. I watched this in training this week, and keep an eye on that palm horse tab there in the upper right-hand corner. It's going to be one heck of a show. And starting on still rings from the gold team is going to be Isaiah. Let's see what Tucker's got as he comes into his dismount right here on floor. Big back 1.5, blind landing. Those are very, very risky, very, very difficult. That's why I don't see him very often. And he found it very nicely. Ko taking to the horse for the black team. Gold team going to Isaiah on rings. Check out those flares on palm horse when their legs are fully straddled. He's getting his hips all the way open to 180 degrees. That's exactly what the judges want to see right there. Big traveling elements. This is a big routine for them. Isaiah's up on rings. Let's see how this progresses. Isaiah into that double flipping action. We talk about it every year, called the Yamawaki, into his support work. Ko staying on and a strong start for the black team. That was unbelievably fantastic. Let's see what Isaiah's got right there on those still rings. You can see he's turned in a little bit. His arms are touching the straps. That is a slight deduction, but a lot of times it's better just to take that deduction and make sure that you stay up on the rings. He's a little behind that giant, but he's staying on. Should see a big dismount from him here as he winds up. Big laid out, full out, and just puts his hands down. That is a very, very, very big dismount, and he found the floor on it. That was unbelievable. All right, next up on floor is going to be Senator for the Maroon team. Senator's a pretty darn powerful athlete. Should have a real big first pass right here. Let's see what he's got for us. Big round off. Triple twist with a 3/10 step back. Very, very nice. There's that difficulty we're looking for. See, he's got his second pass. Whip to 2.5. He gets a bonus for that because he's connecting a salto or flipping skill into a D value or higher skill. Big front double full. That's a lot of difficulty in 4 passes. He's got to be exhausted at this point. Next up for black team on pommel horse is going to be Justin. Senator with a big back double full. Small step on the landing. He's going into what's called his non-acro right now. Every element or every routine has different element groups these guys have to hit. Non-acrobatic is one of the element groups on floor, balancing on his hands. Believe it or not, that is actually a breathing skill for these guys. That's why they actually get to catch their breath for a second before they come into their last pass or two. Big double tuck for a dismount. That is an incredibly hard dismount and very, very well done by Senator. Ending with a multiple salto dismount is incredibly hard, and he just stomped that. All right, taking to the leather. Back there on pommel horse is going to be Justin. This kid can swing some horse. He is so strong. It looks like he's moving the horse rather than moving around the horse. So make sure you keep an eye right there. It's going to be a great routine. Up on deck for gold team on rings is Mark. Let's see what Justin's got for us right here. Starting with scissor work. Anytime they get into those scissor elements with their feet apart, their toes must pass above their shoulders, and he's hitting that height requirement every single time. Picking up into his nice circle, a little closed in the hips, a little slow, but Justin does tend to swing a little bit slower than a lot of athletes. Little straddle in the legs there, but he's staying on. He's known for this Wendy swing work, just like that. That is gorgeous. A little pike up on the hips there. Can he save it? Fights it around. He's got to get up on this dismount here without his legs touching the horse. He's up. What a fight for Justin. That is what this meet is about, showing that these guys are willing to fight for their team score. That was everything he had in him to find that. What an incredible, incredible routine by Justin. All right, taking to the floor is Aiden for the Maroon team. Huge double front. Small hop, did not go out of bounds. Great control from Aiden. See what he's got right here. Big Arabian double front, small hop forward. This is another big routine with a lot of difficulty packed in the very top. See if you can keep it up. Smaller side pass there. This is where these guys actually get to catch their breath. There's that non-acrobatic he's using. Very similar pommel horse work in his flares. Down into windmills. That was very nicely done. That is some artistry right there. This is a great routine for Aiden. Finding that handstand, finding that balance, catching his breath. We should have one, maybe two more passes here, and we're looking for D or higher on these elements. Let's see what he's got here. Big front layout to front full. That's a B element worth 2/10 to a C element worth 3/10. We should see his dismount right here, which must be a D or higher for full element group. Big back 2.5 with a small hop. Aiden Myers is making one heck of a statement about competing for this lineup this upcoming season. Mark, taken to the rings for the gold team. Mark's a taller athlete. Let's see what he's got for us over there. Getting that support position. Legs are nice and parallel to the ground, nice and straight. Forward rolling out. There's that Yamawaki work. Two of them in a row in a piked and a tucked position. It's a very, very common element we're going to see a lot of. All right. For black team starting on pommel horses, this is Zach. Keep an eye on that pommel horse screen. He's going to put down some great gymnastics back there. He is known for his pommel horse. Mark putting down some great swinging elements on rings for the gold team. Busting into those flares back there on horse. Big full twisting double back for Mark and a great, great landing for him. Solid, solid routine for the black team. Zach back there just coming off. This is a big, big thing in this sport. When these athletes come off the equipment, they're allowed 30 seconds. That's it. They have 30 seconds to confer with their coach, know what they need to do, and jump back up and complete the routine. All right, Zach back up. This is an incredibly hard thing to do, to just get back on the equipment in only 30 seconds and have the mental and emotional capacity to hit for your team. He's up on that single pommel, up to the handstand, and just cooks it over. He's looking to the judges, seeing if he got credit for that. Sean taken to the floor right here, full twisting double back with a 3/10 step. That was fantastic. That's the kind of stuff we want to see from this team. They've got a lot of pressure on them. They need to put up big skills. Sean showing clean landings. Zach jumping back up, did not receive credit for his dismount, so he has to do it again. Very, very nice on that B value dismount. It's only partial element group, but it'll score just fine. Sean on floor. Big front half, little low in the difficulty, but that's okay because he's keeping his landings clean. And that's what we want to see right there. We're looking for the minimization of deductions. Big back double full. Right there. He took that step back, but then he added another one. And that's the kind of stuff these coaches and judges are looking to see if he can minimize. It's been a great couple rounds of gymnastics. These guys look just a little rusty, which is okay. That's what we're looking for here at these inner squads. We're looking to shake the rust off, get these guys under some competitive pressure, let those nerves come off like we saw on Zach. He's such a strong pommel horse swinger. I have no doubt that was just a little bit of nerves. That's all it is. All right, jumping up on the rings from gold team. This is Chris. Let's see what he's got for us. Taking to the floor from maroon team. This is Austin. Let's see what Austin's got for us right here. Big front full in the back on pommel horse for black team is Clayton Cunningham. He is an All-American on this event, and he is an incredibly powerful pommel horse swinger. Keep an eye there. Big back 1.5 on floor, 3/10 step. He did take 1 foot out of bounds, but that's not nearly as big a deal as most people think. It's only 1/10. Chris up on rings. Let's see what these guys have right here. Clayton traveling across the horse. Clayton's got to be tired at this point. He's got to pick that circle up to find a good dismount. Steps up on the pommel, goes for his dismount. Oh, that was a mistake right there. Clayton normally travels down the horse after and values that dismount up, and he made the right call as he swung that up to just put it up and over the horse and keep it simple, keep it safe, and avoid the fall. Clayton making the right choice for his team. See what Austin's got here for a dismount. Big back layout. And that's a stuck landing, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't matter the value of the skill. You can't be mad about a stick. All right, looks like we've got pommel horse. Black team is done. Their first round is in the books. Maroon team should have 2 more people up on floor, and we've got 3 people left on rings for the gold team. All right, Ethan taking to the floor for the maroon team. It's been a great first round of gymnastics. These guys are fighting for the routines, and that's everything. Judges, we have 2 panel judges tonight. So those judges get to confer with each other, make sure we're giving these guys some accurate feedback. As you see in the upper left-hand corner, that's our live scoreboard. Those are actually the ring or the scores coming down from the judges as they happen. This is the hard thing. If you are Will or Ethan right now, it is so hard to stand in that corner, stand under those rings and just wait for the judges. You're hyped up, you're ready to go, and then they salute. You've got to get it calmed down so you can find your landings. Big back triple full from Ethan on floor. Very, very nice in the air. Just has to work on that landing. Let's see what he's got in his second pass here. Huge double back, just overcooks it and hops back. Nice transition to the corner. Big back double full is that side pass. Ethan's just got to find his landings there. Let's see what he's got for a non-acrobatic. Keeping it safe, keeping it smart. Very unique transition. Love seeing that from this team. Putting the artistry back in artistic gymnastics. Let's see what Ethan's got here for us. Nice big front full. Again, that hop. You do see he's wearing 2 ankle braces. That could be why he's having a hard time finding those landings, because in the air, he is incredibly clean. This is a great routine for the maroon team. Great job from Ethan. Will up on the rings, hitting that Maltese position, up on the still rings. Come on, Will. Hitting that cross position, those nice long strength holds. This is what still rings is all about right here. showing off his swing, then turning back over into those Yamawakis, mixing the strength and the swing. That's incredibly hard to do. You do see he's swinging a little bit in that support position, which is going to make all of his handstand work here at the end of the routine really hard. He's got to stay calm up here. Going into a nice big front giant, overcooks it over the top, but recovers. He's back up into an L. He's only going to take a deduction for not completing the handstand and holding it. So as long as he can stay calm here, he bails the right time. Big full twisting double tuck. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a stuck dismount from a wild swing on rings. What an amazing recovery by Will. That is what these coaches are looking for at an inter squad like this. They're trying to narrow down these guys down into their competitive lineup where they can actually put routines on the floor that they can trust to hit under pressure. And Will just proved that. Our final guy for the Maroon team on floor is going to be Brett. This guy is known for going a little crazy. Let's see what he's got right here. Big Arabian double front. Overcooks it out of the bounds. That was massive. Again, this Maroon team is looking great on floor. They just have got to work on those landings. Let's see if Brett can settle his nerves down and find his landing here on his second pass. Big double front. That's what we're looking for. 110 pop. That is incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no better feeling in the world than finding that landing like that. Big front 1.5, the hop back. Again, you see his ankles taped up. That's probably leading a little bit into making those landings a little easier on him. Putting in this Russian Wendy swinging on work on floor. This is incredible. This Maroon team is really utilizing that group one non-acro to find difficulty. That is an incredible tool in the tool bag of this team. Nice big front double full to a stuck dismount. Oh my gosh. Brett is on fire. He overcooked that first pass, and he is just settling right in. Let's see what he's got right here for his dismount. Can he find that Arizona stuck dismount? Back double full, fights for it, and dismount from Brett on the Maroon team. What an incredible routine. Started a little out of control, and he dialed in and found it. That's everything these coaches are looking for. That's what we love right here in Arizona. We still got a couple guys left to go on rings. All right, we're down to 2 athletes left on rings. I believe the next guy up is actually going to be Nikki Franz. I will never forget the first time I met Nikki. He was doing some strength, and he had a couple of dumbbells out, and he was laying on the floor. I thought he was just resting after a set, and next thing I know, he kicks off the floor, pushes all the way up into a straight plunge on a set of like 8-pound dumbbells and just holds. And I had never, ever in my life seen somebody hit that. And he held it for at least 10 seconds, like it was nothing, lowered back down and just kind of laid back down. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It was a flex for sure. So keep an eye on that bottom left ring camera. I do apologize. I just realized it's labeled as a floor camera, but it is that bottom left box on your screen. This is Nikki Franz taking to the rings for the gold team. Coach and alumni Anthony Mills helping him get his grip there. That's really, really important in these routines. Making sure he is solid on that grip as he goes through all of his strength and in it to his swinging elements. See what Nikki's got for his team right here on the still rings. Mounts, back uprise, inverted iron cross. Did not receive credit for that, but back up rises directly to a Maltese. That is an incredibly hard connection. He's fighting. There's that straight plunge I was talking about earlier. Holding that for days, no problem. Bailing back right to handstand. He's not messing around. This routine is just stacked with difficulty, one after another after another. Small balance check there. You see him turn his rings in, his elbows rest on the straps. That is a deduction, but really, really smart of him not to take the fall there. Lowering to that straight plunge, catching his breath. Should see 1 or 2 more elements into a nice big dismount. See what Nikki's got for us. He's got to be exhausted. This is absolutely a huge set to a big full twisting double tuck with a 310 step. Nikki making his case to compete for this historic lineup. All right, we have one more competitor this round, and that's actually going to be Mr. Robert Davis. I wish I had the stat right in front of me, but I'm fairly certain he has competed at almost every MNG in the last 20 years. He's a great guy when I was on the team. He was always a great guy to have around and in the gym. Just a presence in the gym. He's always super positive and very helpful to the guys that are currently on the team. And what a great role model and a way to keep our current team connected to this team's amazing history. So here in just a moment, we should see Mr. Robert Davis take to the rings for yet another incredible maroon and gold performance. Directly after him on this next 2-minute one-touch warm-up, we're going to go to a quick video. It's going to explain a little bit of scoring. So if any of you at home are a little confused on how this is scored, we'll check that out here in just a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep an eye right there on your bottom left-hand screen. This is Robert Davis taking to the still rings. All right. We got those boxes corrected. So bottom left-hand corner, we're watching still rings, Mr. Robert Davis. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you scroll just below this video on YouTube, hit that subscribe button for me. We are doing our best to bring everything Gym Act right here on this channel. There's a lot of great content after this. Make sure you go check all of that out. A bunch of stuff answered, a bunch of questions answered. Make sure you keep an eye right here on the Gym Act YouTube channel. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe. But here we go. Robert Davis taking to the rings. Let's see what he's got for us. Big and locate, another big and locate. Into a Yamawaki. Oh my gosh. I don't think I have ever seen anyone over the age of 25, maybe 30 do that skill. Robert out here making it look easy. Big handstand from Robert, bailing forward, hitting a front giant. The load on the shoulders at the bottom of that swing is unbelievable. It is incredible that Robert has remained in good enough shape to continue to do this, followed by a back giant. Robert is absolutely throwing down huge double back, stumbles backward. Coach Tone there to make sure he keeps him safe. That is an incredible routine for Mr. Robert Davis. Unbelievable. Such an honor to see that right now. All right, these guys are going to rotate to their next event and begin their timed warm-ups, and we are going to take a look at a quick video helping us understand how this incredible sport is scored. Okay, let's talk gymnastics. Men's gymnastics is made up of 6 events. Floor exercise, pommel horse, still rings, vault, parallel bars, and the crowd favorite, high bar. There are 4 types of skills on each event called element groups. Every time a gymnast completes one of these types of skills, they receive 5/10 of a point to their potential score, also known as their start value. Each skill the athletes perform is assigned a letter value with a corresponding addition to their start value, starting with A's equaling 1/10 of a point and currently going to I's equaling 8/10 of a point. All of this added together factors the gymnast's degree of difficulty. At the beginning of a routine, a gymnast begins with 10 points, known as their execution score. Throughout the routine, judges take away 1/10 for small errors, 3/10 for medium errors, 5/10 for large errors, and 1 full point for a fall from the equipment. These 2 scores added together make up the final score. Each team is allowed 5 athletes to perform on each event, with the top 3 scores counting towards the total team score. Then each event score is added together to create the total team score at the end of the competition. We are back. Hopefully that helps. Any questions you had on how this incredible sport is scored, it can be so hard to follow along, but this has been a great first round of competition. Like I said earlier, these coaches and judges, they are not looking for perfection right now. They're not looking for national championship caliber routines. They're looking to see who has the grit and who has done the work over the summer to be ready to take on an entire season of college gymnastics. Because no matter how good you were as a junior or younger athlete, the college season is just completely different. It is so hard for these guys to stay in routine shape from now all the way until the middle of May. Make sure, like I said earlier, if you haven't already, scroll down just a little bit below this, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you keep it right here for everything Gym Act right here. We're trying to bring as much as we can through this channel right here, so everybody supporting a Gym Act athlete somewhere can find it right here. If we haven't created content that you guys want to see, drop a comment, drop a like, let me know, and we'll get right on it. We are here to serve the community. All right, we are moving on to rotation 3, which takes the maroon team to pommel horse, the black team to still rings, and the gold team to floor. All right, these guys are getting set. And let's see. Austin should be taken to the floor first for the maroon team. Or I'm sorry, Austin should be taken to the pommel horse first for the maroon team. On rings, we should be seeing Justin first for the black team. And on floor, we should be seeing Noah first for the gold team. Noah's going to be a crowd favorite. He actually coaches right here at our host facility, Aspire Kids Sports Center. So a good chunk of his athletes are here. So it'll probably get nice and loud when he salutes. Noah Hansen taken to the floor for the gold team. He is one of the guys that takes artistry real seriously. So let's see what he's got for us in his first performance of the season. All right, Noah Hansen, first pass. Let's see what he's got for us. He's been grinding all summer, so I'm really excited to see what he's got. Coach Brian Curran there to keep him safe. Huge double pop. That's what we want to see right there. What an incredible opening pass. Noah coming in strong for his second pass. Let's see what he's got. Back 2.5 front tuck. Unfortunately, takes it out of bounds, but that's okay because it was nice and clean. Noah's having a great routine going to pommel horse. Austin jumping up on the horse for the maroon team and see what he's got. Noah showing off that non-acrobatic, taking a breath, showing that press handstand work. And on rings, we should be waiting to see Justin take to his first routine. Austin having a little bit of a struggle there on horse, but picking it back up. That's the kind of stuff we want to see right there. Noah coming in on his side pass, big back double full, getting a little loose. He looks a little tired, but he's got to find his rhythm here because he's coming in strong for his dismount. Let's see if Noah can bring it together. His team's getting loud for him. So here we go. Noah coming into his next pass, big handspring, front full. Again, stepping out of bounds, but his other foot stayed in. So not a big deal. He's just having a hard time staying inside those boundaries. Other than that, fantastic routine from Noah. Austin back up on the horse for his dismount. Way to bring it back. As I said earlier, it is so hard to jump back up on the equipment after you take a fall like that and put your head back together and hit for your team. And he proved he can handle that. Seeing Mark Smith in the comments. I believe that is Justin Smith's dad, the guy that's about to take rings. Love when parents jump on and support their athletes from all over the country, and for some of them all over the world. We do have some foreign exchange athletes. It's always fun when you see that kind of thing spike up, as men's gymnastics is a language that is spoke all over the world, and we are just here to watch some great gymnastics. Mark Smith commenting in, he's watching from Florida. I love that. Staying up late to watch Justin throw down right here. He had a great horse set. Let's see if he can keep it going on rings. Want to say a quick thank you to our state judging association for providing judges for tonight's event. These guys work really, really hard, especially these Intrasquads. It's early in the year. Sometimes they're a little out of rhythm, a little out of preparation, and they work really, really hard to make sure they give everything they can to get an accurate score. All right, taken to the floor from Gold Team. This is Chris. Second pass. Let's see what Chris has for us here. Arush up there on the pommel horse from the Maroon team. Arush is a junior Sun Devil. He was born and raised right here. He's been in this building a lot. He's a great pommel horse singer. Keep an eye on it right there. Chris on floor, also a local guy. Justin, all the way from Region 8, taken to the rings. This is some exciting gymnastics going on right here. Arush up for his dismount, and he stays on the horse for his team. Great set from Arush back there for Maroon. Chris showing off that incredible strength. Kind of looks like his nose might have touched the floor there, but from my perspective, it definitely did not. That's what those judges want to see. There was definitely no deduction in the height on that wide arm press. Justin on rings, picked up some swing. Got to find a big dismount here. Full twisting double back. Small step on the landing. That was a great set from Justin. Way to step up for his team right there. Chris coming in strong for his dismount. Just a little off axis there in that landing, causing some deduction on there. But overall, great routine from Chris there from the Gold Team on floor. See Coach Brian Kern helping his team out there on floor. His coaches are kind of watching a little bit of everybody because this whole squad has to come down to two lineups, the Maroon team and the Gold team, that will be competing all over the country in the next couple of months. All right. We're looking for Silvano from the Black team up on pommel horse. Silvano starting off with some strong scissor work, working onto that single pommel, just camping out on that one pommel, taking it down to the end with a small pike, pushes his circle back out. That was what a recovery. He's got to stay mentally strong. He's a little off. He's out of his rhythm, and he's finding it again. Good fight. Let's go, Silvano. Working back into that travel like nothing's wrong. What a recovery. That's what these judges and coaches want to see. Noah taken to the floor for the Gold team. As Silvano puts that routine up, what a strong fight all the way through to the end. Noah, big back 2.5. Threw his head out, looked like he might have gotten a little lost. Glad he stayed safe. He's got to calm those nerves down. I'm going to be talking about that a lot tonight. The nerves are huge right now. These guys have so much on the line. All they want is a spot to be able to travel the country with their team and represent the team that they work so hard for. Taking to the rings.
Got this. Come on.
For the Black team, this should be Ryan.
Let's go. Nice. Let's go, man. Come on.
Big back layout right there. We've got Ryan up on the rings. He's picked up a little bit of swing, but he's holding a really strong handstand, holding those arms off the straps. Probably the best one we've seen so far tonight. Good recover over that inlocate into those double flipping elements in between the rings called Yamawakis. Very, very standard to a big double front dismount. You do not see that on still rings very often. Great set from the Black team on rings from Ryan. All right, next up for the Maroon team on pommel horse, we've got Mr. Brett. Again, this guy's known for just making things happen. Every time you think he's going to fall, he finds a way to stay on the equipment. So this will be an exciting one. Next up on the floor exercise for the Gold team is going to be Isaiah. All right, I do apologize. We do have one more competitor on still rings. Team captain Ryan Swachino appears to be gripped up and ready to show his ring routine. All right, Isaiah ready to take the floor. Brett ready to take on the pommel horse, and Ryan waiting to mount the still rings. Again, if you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe right here to the Gym Act YouTube channel. We're going to be bringing a lot of great content from all over Gym Act all season long. So make sure you check it out. Hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you click the bell to get notifications from us when we put new content up. Brett is on the leather for his team. Let's see what he's got here. Working back into the center, picking back up into his circle. This is looking really strong from Brett, but the end of the pommel horse sets are where these guys get in trouble. He's staying strong, traveling down to the side. We should see a strong dismount from him. Here we go. 720 Russian up and over the side. Great pommel horse set for the Maroon team from Brett. Taking the still rings. This is senior team captain Ryan Swachino. This guy is strong. I got to watch a little bit of his training this week, and he is ready for this event. Let's see what he's got here. That's called a kip to L. That's that swing to strength element. That's one of the required types of skills they have to do. It's a very common one. Isaiah taken to the floor for the gold team. Let's see what these two guys have for us. Ryan working into his swing work after his strength. There's those double flipping elements, and a double flip from Isaiah also on floor. Nice and strong on that landing. That's what these guys have got to work on all night long, is those landings on floor. Big connection pass, way to stay calm and keep it safe. Isaiah, he was way off to one side, stayed calm and found it. Ryan, big full twisting, double flipping element for his dismount right there. It was a great routine from team captain Ryan Swachino. Isaiah still on the floor exercise here, going into his non-acrobatics. This is very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this team look as strong in their non-acrobatics on floor. They're doing a great job of building difficulty where most people take a very low difficulty valued skill to fulfill that requirement. Great job. Isaiah's working on finding those landings, taking that breath, catching his breath for his dismount. See what Isaiah's got for us. Big front 1.5, also known as a Rudy. 310 step on that landing, but otherwise, Isaiah, very, very nice floor set. He had that one issue in his connection, but overall turned out great. Looks like we've got 4 more competitors left on floor exercise. So we're going to keep an eye on that floor exercise camera. We're going to see what we've got right here. Next up on floor for the gold team is going to be Hunter. You can see just on the right-hand side of that ring camera, team captain Clayton Cunningham bringing his Maroon team together, trying to keep that energy going. And that is so hard to do. These guys get so wound up. They have trained all their life for this opportunity right here. It is so difficult. I'm sorry, to manage those emotions when you're out on the floor, to let your adrenaline carry you through, but keep it under control. And not only that, remember you have 6 events worth of gymnastics to do. So you can't blow all of your energy on your first routine of the night. You've got to stay calm. You've got to stay collected, especially when things start to get a little sideways on a routine. These guys are doing a great job of mitigation. They're doing a fantastic job of minimizing their deductions and staying strong even when routines start or get a little off. So I'm really excited to watch what the end of this floor lineup has for us. All right, taking to the floor for the gold team. This is Hunter. Big front handspring, double front with a small hop. That was incredible. It is very rare to see that connected from a front handspring, and even more rare to see it knees together. What a great start. Back 2.5 front layout. There's that connection. Devalue skill to a flipping element. He is just stacking difficulty like crazy in this routine. Big Arabian double front. That's a half turn into his double front flipping element. This is a great routine for the gold team. Oh, showing off some artistry there. This team is known for bringing some artistry back. These guys and NIU out of Illinois last season had the most artistry on floor, and it's very nice to see putting some flair back into these routines, really performing them. Hunter coming in strong. Big front full to a tucked front full, a C to B element, stacking that difficulty up. This should be his dismount right here. His team's getting loud for him. Let's see what he's got right here. Big back double full with a small hop. That was probably one of the cleanest floor routines we've seen in these first two rotations. The next 3 competitors on floor are going to be a treat. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring that camera up so everybody can watch floor here. This is going to be a great rotations. We've got Nikki, Will, and crowd favorite Jackson. Jackson's known for being one of the very few Gym Act athletes to compete at last year's U.S. Classics and actually qualified through to U.S. Championships. He is absolutely known for putting artistry out on the floor. His floor routines bring a lot of style to them, so he will be the anchor of this rotation, and it will be an absolute pleasure to watch him put an amazingly powerful routine together and finish off some beautiful artistry. Next up on the floor exercise for the gold team is going to be Nikki Franz. This guy is not very tall, but he is the definition of dynamite comes in small packages. He is an incredibly powerful athlete. He is a genuinely nice guy to hang out with. I was in here shooting stuff all week, and he was in here. He's a great teammate, and he works very, very hard to earn his spots. So it's going to be really exciting to see if, like we've been talking about all night, if he can keep those emotions in check with all the power he's got built up in him. Judges Jason Broad and Peter Wigging are making sure that that last floor routine is scored 100% correct and ready to go. And here we go. Nikki's been in that corner for a while. It's hard to mitigate those emotions. Keep yourself calm and ready to go. Hand goes up. And ladies and gentlemen, we are off and tumbling here in Chandler, Arizona. Let's see what Nikki's got for us in his first pass. Front layout, big double front, just a little behind it. He's got to get calm here to find his landings in this next routine. Big back 2.5, finding that landing. Looks like nothing has happened. This is the key things that people are looking, that judges are looking for and coaches are looking for. Big 1080 Russian swing that's known as a Fedorchenko. Again, stacking that difficulty up on floor in that non-acrobatic element. Big back layout, just putting difficulty in where you can catch a breath because he's still got a big dismount coming up. Big laid out front full. He's got to be gassed right here. He is exhausted. He's catching his breath that corner. Let's see if he can find his landing on this dismount right here. Big back double tuck to, ladies and gentlemen, a stuck dismount from Arizona. That's what Nikki Franz is known for right there. His team coming in and congratulating him, and that right there is why these guys do it. The team camaraderie from Arizona is unmatched. That was a great routine. That's what the gold team needed, and Nikki's making a great case to make the lineup for the rest of the season. Next up on floor after that score comes through is going to be Will. He's another guy that just absolutely trains his heart out every single day. Another guy with a lot of power. We're going to see both these guys on vault later, putting down some of the biggest start values vaults being done. They are high risk, but they're really high reward too. So let's see what they've got later in the night as they get a little tired. All right, next up is going to be Will, ready to take the floor exercise once Nikki's score comes in. All right, here we go. Hand is up. Will's ready to tumble. Let's see what he's got for his team right here. Gold team coming down to their last two competitors. Will mounting big double front. Nice big step there, but other than that, technically very, very, very good. Really powerful, huge double layout, full extension of the hips. That's exactly what these judges are looking for. This is an incredible start to this routine. Nice big back double full, finding his landings, keeping it moving. These guys are only allowed 75 seconds to pack all this difficulty in. Again, showing off some of that artistry. Love seeing that making a comeback right there. Going into his non-acrobatic, This press handstand right here takes them years to learn, years and years to learn to perfect. And it is actually a breathing element for them. This is where they catch their breath before they go into their final couple of passes. Connection pass, tuck front fold to straight half. It's 2 Bs. That's 4/10 in difficulty right there. Coming in for his dismount. Big double tuck. Just kicks out a little early. Oh my gosh, that was not his dismount. This guy is the Energizer Bunny. Let's see what he's got right here. This has to be his dismount. He's running out of time. Big back double full with a small step. What an incredible floor routine from Will. His team right there congratulating him. That is a great feeling right there. He trains so hard in the gym. He stayed so healthy. And as you can imagine, these guys are so powerful. It's hard to keep them healthy. Congratulations to Will on such a solid floor set. And ladies and gentlemen, the last up from this rotation for the gold team is going to be crowd favorite, Mr. Jackson Harrison himself. Like I said earlier, Jackson is known for his artistry. He really does enjoy performing his floor routines, and there's a reason why. He packs the artistry in with unbelievable power. Jackson is a little over the average height for a gymnast, and man, does he make it work for him. He is an absolutely incredible tumbler. You're going to see a very, very large first pass. Here comes his artistry. This is, like I said, he is performing this floor set. Let's see what Jackson's got right here in his first pass. Jackson Harrison mounting for his senior year with a big double twisting, double tuck to a 1-step on the landing. That was incredible. This pass right here, stacked with difficulty. Front handspring, double full to a front layout. Performing those transitions, never stops moving. Another pack tumbling pass right here. Whip, 2.5. Ooh, what a correction. Jackson making an on-the-fly call. There's supposed to be another flip there. Knew he was going to overcook it out of the corner, so made the decision to keep it on his feet and stay safe. Now, Jackson has to stay calm here. This is non-acrobatic. He has to catch his breath. This has been a great set, but these taller athletes really have a hard time fitting all their tumbling down that diagonal. That diagonal is only roughly 56 feet long, and at full reach, Jackson's probably close to 8 feet. So his back handspring alone is probably covering 12 feet of that space. He doesn't have a lot to work with. So Jackson is doing such an incredible job of laying down the power and keeping it under control. Back 1.5 to front full. Very, very nicely done. And a connection pass for a dismount. What a great start to his senior year. Team captain Jackson Harrison. All right. What an incredible way to start his senior year. All right. These athletes are going to be rotating to event number 3. It has been a great start to this Intrasquad. All right. The maroon team will be moving to rings with a full lineup of 6 athletes. The black team is going to be headed to floor with some action-packed 6-athlete lineup, and we will take the gold team to pommel horse, representing with 5 athletes. We're almost to the turn. This is where these guys are going to start showing if they're tired. The first couple events are all about getting the nerves out, and we've seen that. We've seen some strange falls, but these guys have done such an incredible job of recovering. When they have a fall, they don't let it rattle under their core to where they have 4 more. They get it back under control, and they finish their routine strong for their team, and that's what this is all about. It is all about the team score when it comes to college gymnastics. There's some individual titles, there's some individual medals to be made and won and earned. However, However, none of that matters if you cannot put up scores for your team. And that's what these guys are out here proving. They're out here proving that they've done the reps in the gym, they've done the training, and they can handle it physically, mentally, and emotionally. And so far, it has been a great start. All the athletes rotating around, giving the thumbs up, ready to start their 2-minute one-touch timer. All right. This is a big one. If you watch the last Olympic Games, this is something they don't get in the Olympics. They get 2 minutes right now. You see that clock right there in the top center of the scoreboard running the clock. They get 2 minutes to refamiliarize themselves with the piece of equipment they're currently competing on. This is a big conversation at the Olympics. In that arena, you don't get this time. You have to be able to walk out from the warm-up gym. You don't even warm up on the equipment you compete on, and you've got to be able to perform. So that's a big, big difference right here in the college space. This is a fantastic, fantastic format. I hope the colleges don't adopt the other format where they don't get to warm up. It's super, super important for these guys to refamiliarize themselves. We've got about a minute left here before we start our third event. Again, after this stream, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for us. We are working very hard as the GymAct media team to bring you all this awesome content, not only around GymAct, but around the entire sport of men's gymnastics. Where there's a lot of scoring videos up from last year, a bunch of shorts, great, great content. Make sure you check that out and hit that subscribe button so you never miss when we post something more. And if you've got questions, if you're not sure about something in the GymAct space or in the men's college gymnastics space or in just gymnastics in general, shoot us a message, shoot us a comment, let us know what you want to see. Let us know how we can serve our community better. All right, this 2-minute one touch is coming down to only 23 seconds left. All right, this is on floor. Ko is going to be starting, and Ko's got to be, right now, his warm-up's got to be done. He's got to be calming it down right now, so he's ready to go.
Talking about that was good.
Hunter is going to be starting for the gold team on pommel horse, and Brandon will be starting on rings. Being that first step guy is so hard because at championship events, you've got to be up and ready right now. So those guys got to jump up. They've got to get the refamiliarization, that 2-minute one touch, and get back over to the chalk tray where they can get their head on straight and be ready to hit for their team. All right, 2-minute one touch is over, and we're ready to see some more great gymnastics here at Aspire Kids Sports Center, home of the Arizona State men's gymnastics team. All right, Ko prepping to take to the floor for the black team. All right, the hand goes up. Rotation 3 has now begun. Let's see what Ko's got to start us off strong right here. Oh, another very, very powerful athlete. Huge double front with a 3/10 step to start it off. See what he's got coming into a second pass. All right, going to pommel horse for the gold team. We've got Hunter Fleshing. As you saw, Ko did just go down on floor exercise. We're going to keep the camera out of there. Coaches and athletes are over there taking care of them. We'll bring an update as soon as I have anything. Hunter on the leather for his team. Clip the pommel just a little bit. He's got to fight to push it back out. Picks his circle back up. Going to the still rings is going to be Brandon for the maroon team. Great set from Hunter back there on pommel horse. Let's see what Brandon's got for us over here on rings. Up into that L seat position. Ladies and gentlemen, Ko has taken back to his feet with the aids of his coaches. Brandon, big double tuck, finding that landing for his team right there. Great ring set from Brandon. Taking to the horse for the gold team, we've got Isaiah. Let's see what he's got right here. Pommel horse is always a fun one to watch. These guys have to stay so calm. It only takes about a quarter of an inch off and a hand placement to come off of this pommel horse. It is an exercise in precision and perseverance. That small pike there, fought to stay on, camping out on that single pommel, just stacking difficulty, hangs up. Oh my gosh, I don't know how he stayed on that horse. What a fight. Isaiah is proving he has the grit to stay in this fight, traveling across the horse. And just hangs up. But man, oh man, did he fight his heart out to stay on that routine. Head coach Scott Barclay going over there to check in with him, discuss where he's going to pick up. He's allowed 30 seconds. It's very, very important that he takes that 30 seconds to make sure that he is on the right path to remount in the same place. Make sure he gets credit for his full routine and minimize that deduction. Aiden getting ready to take to the rings. All right, Aiden's up on the rings. Isaiah remounting the pommel horse. This is so hard to do, to get back up on that leather and finish your routine knowing you made a big mistake. But Isaiah jumping up like nothing happened. What a strong finish. Great, great set from Isaiah. Aiden up on the ring, showing that strong L hold position. Going to the floor exercise. This is Danny. What a hard position to be in. Huge back double layout. He knows his teammate just went down. He has to keep his head clear. In a meet situation, this is massive. He knows that he's got to do his job for Ko. And that's what Danny's out here doing. Aiden finishing up strong. Big B giant. Huge. 1.5 twisting double tuck with a small hop. Aiden Myers putting it down on rings. What a great routine. Danny, big connection on floor. Nice side pass from Danny. Getting into that non-acrobatic. Showing off his flexibility. Again, showing off that artistry. I love that that is coming back into the men's college gymnastics space, presenting these routines. Very, very nice dismount from Danny there on floor. Great, great routine to start his season. Vivek up on horse for the gold team in the back there. Great swing. He's got his hips open. His speed is good. Little leg separation into a strong dismount. Great, great set there on pommel horse for the gold team. Next up on rings is going to be Senator. And this is always a fun one. It is my absolute pleasure to tell you the next athlete to take to the floor is actually one of my former athletes, Corey Kaufman. Corey is one of those guys that just refuses to quit, refuses to back down. I am so glad I get to see him start his college career right here as a freshman. It's going to be so exciting to watch this routine. Senator taking to the rings for the maroon team. Corey taking to the floor for the black team. There's that swing to strength element from Senator. It's one of their required ones, showing it off, very common, into that double flipping element, Yamawaki in a tuck and pike position, back up rising into his support position, catching his breath. This is so far a great routine for Senator. Let's see if he can find his dismount, jump it up in the back from the goal team is going to be Mark. Corey mounting big Randy. That is 2.5 twists. That is awesome. That is new in his bag of tricks right there. Corey keeping it calm in the corner, coming in strong. Big back double tuck, finding that landing. Small step back. Mark back in the pack. Tall athlete. But man, does he look good on pommel horse. He's showing off those lines. His hips are keeping full extension, and he is just walking, just got over the front of the horse there and kicks him off. We'll see what Mark's got as he gets back up. Corey just throwing down a great floor set there. Tucker getting ready to take the rings for the Maroon team. Corey showing off his non-acrobatic. He's got flexibility mixed with strength there. Corey catching his breath. He's coming down on his time here, so he's got to get moving. Here we go. What has he got for us? Big back 2.5 and just stumbles it out. Here comes this dismount right here. You can tell he's tired, but Corey has got to fight for this landing. Big front 1.5 with a small step. What a great mitigation, and he's not done yet. Mark taken back to the leather for the gold team in the back. Very, very strong finish from Mark. And a stick from Corey. What a great fight back by both of those athletes. That's what we love to see at this meet right here. As I said earlier, we don't want to see clean, polished, perfect gymnastics at this point. Tucker taking to the still rings for the Maroon team. Part of our coaching staff and alumni, Anthony Mills is over there checking on Co. He just gave head coach Scott Barclay a thumbs up. He seems to be doing okay. I'll try to get an update here in a little bit when we know how he's doing. It's so hard to see these guys in pain and go down like that, and then your teammates just got to jump up. All right, up on the still rings. Tucker, let's see what he's got for the Maroon team. Big dislocate up to his Felge. Little bend in the legs, little bend in the arms there. He's got to clean it up in the second half of this routine. Pressing up to shoulder stand. Big back uprise, cleaning it up. He's mitigated his swing. Dropping back. We should be seeing a dismount from him. Nice clean back layout. It's a great routine from Tucker. Up on pommel horse in the top right corner of your screen. This is Nikki Friends. We've been talking about all night. I believe he's doing all around tonight. That is so hard to do in the college gymnastics space. Not only have time to train, but be able to compete all 6 events at this level is an incredible accomplishment. Let's see what Nikki's got for the gold team back on pommel horse. Next up on floor for the black team is going to be Caden DiGirolamo. And I have to say his last name because I messed it up about 15 times last year. I am so sorry. He is a great athlete to watch on this event right here. He put so much power down in such a short amount of time. So let's keep an eye on those floor and horse cameras. Nikki swinging absolutely out of his mind. Caden mounting full twist or front full to a big double front. We're seeing some big gymnastics right here. Nikki traveling back across the horse. Caden full twisting double tuck to a stick. This is getting exciting. Nikki pulling those hips back, getting a little off his circle of his rhythm of his circle, handling it like it's nothing, and stomping that dismount for the gold team in the back. What a routine from Nikki. He's having a great night. We're going to keep an eye on him all night. Caden sticking that back double full, getting into where he's going to show off his non-acrobatic right here. This is going fantastic for Caden. This meet is definitely starting to heat up. Austin taking to the rings for the Maroon team as Caden gets ready for his last pass or two here. Caden coming in. Big back 2.5 to a stick. That is so hard to stick. We're talking 900 degrees of rotation to a blind landing. You don't get to watch your feet hit the floor in that skill. It is so incredibly hard to stick. Caden, what a kickoff to his 2024 season, making the case that he is here to compete. Fantastic routine by the black team. Austin up on the rings in that handstand. Bailing forward, back uprising into a straddle L there. Staying calm and confident on those cables. He has almost no swing right now. Fantastic. Big double back, small 3/10 step back, but overall a solid routine from Austin. All right, gold team is done on pommel horse. We have one more athlete from the Maroon team up on rings, and we'll have 2 more athletes from the black team up on the floor exercise. Next up on floor from the black team is going to be Justin, and the final athlete for maroon will be Ethan DiGirolamo. And yes, they are not only brothers, but they are twins. What an incredible thing to get to share with not only your brother, but your twin brother. This college gymnastics experience is unlike any other experience that these guys will get in their lifetime. So it is just incredible. The brotherhood that is created by this team, the alumni association or the alumni network we have is unmatched anywhere. And it is an honor to be part of it. All right, taking to the floor from the black team, Justin Smith. I believe he is doing all around tonight. Also, he'll be another one we're keeping an eye on. Huge front double full right out of the gates. So much power and keeping it nice and clean. You can see as he turns this camera, you'll see he's got some mats set up. We got a big skill right here. Full twisting double tuck, puts the landing gear down and takes a small step back. That is a big upgrade for Justin right there on floor. Walking into his next pass, what he's got for us. Big 2.5, just overcooks it, but does the right thing and keeps himself safe. That's what this meet is about, is making sure they're safe while they are putting it down for their team. His dad is in the chat calling him Wreck-It Ralphie. I love it. That is fantastic. Up on the rings, we're going to keep an eye on Ethan DiGirolamo. Another guy incredibly strong. Keeping an eye on that rings camera. Big back layout from Justin on floor. Ethan showing off that incredible back up rise to what's called a Maltese position, holding it, going back up, kipping forward into that Maltese position. That's what he's known for. Bouncing it into his iron cross position. That's called a Nakayama when they bounce from that belly down prone position into that cross position. Some beautiful swing work back into that iron cross. Justin finishing strong on floor. See what Ethan's got for us here. He's got to be tired at this point, but this is his event. He loves this event. He trains it very, very hard. And this is what he's known for. We'll see a couple more swing elements into a dismount here. Let's see what he's got for us. Big back giant, finding that handstand. Again, elbows touching the straps is a deduction, but very, very smart to keep it clean. And coming down to a drop, that is very, very uncharacteristic. My assumption is that he has a knee or ankle injury somewhere that he's rehabbing to make sure he's healthy for the season. So obviously going to hurt his overall score. But other than that, that was almost a perfect routine. Such a great job by Ethan there for the Maroon team. All right, our last up from this rotation is from the black team. On floor exercise is going to be team captain Ryan Swachino. Oh, Mr. Bedoui throwing down in the chat right now. I'm going to read this out loud. Anybody want to do a stick challenge donation for the last 3 events? He says he'll donate $50 for every stuck dismount on the last events. Can I get anybody to match that? If so, jump on our Instagram page. There's a link in the bio and hit that donation button and match them up. Paul Bedoui betting on his Arizona men's gymnastics team. We cannot say thank you enough to Paul. What a great idea. Let's see if we can get these guys heated up right now. Ryan Swachino, team captain, showing off that non-acrobatic. Holding that handstand nice and long, showing it off, presenting that roll out, bringing that artistry back. Huge back layout stick. Let's see what Ryan's got for us as he comes in. Big back double full with a small step. Great floor routine from Ryan Swachino. That was the final athlete of this rotation. That puts 3 rotations in the books for the Arizona men's gymnastics team. We'll be rotating to the back 3 events right now as these guys get ready to continue such a great performance. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bring it up again. Paul Bedowy putting it up. These guys did just lose a big fundraising event that they normally get to host. So make sure, go to the Instagram page, click on that link, and put your donations right there. You guys are how this team stays alive. They get to fundraise, some on their own by setting up and tearing down equipment here in the Valley for local competitions. But you guys are the reason these guys are out here. So if you have the ability, it is unbelievably appreciated. Go to that, put those donations in, and let's help keep this team funded to keep bringing these opportunities to these young men for generations to come. Paul, I just can't say thank you enough. I'm pretty sure you're the same guy that did it last year, and it warms my heart. I'm an alumni myself. I don't have the ability to help in that way, so I help in this way. And any way you guys can get involved, help out. Gym Act, the Arizona men's gymnastics team is doing great things. We are moving to the back three. We're going to keep looking for we are going to keep looking for sticks and donations from that. I see a comment. We're looking for the status of Co. I will get that for you very shortly. I recognize the last name. I'm pretty sure that is a family member. We will find that out right now. He is being attended to the whole time. His teammates and the coaching staff is over there. So we'll get something out to you here in just one moment.
Thank you to each and every one of you. Scary mind Raymond James Financial. We've been a great support, especially through the times during the great. If you need a trusted financial advisor, call him. I believe this bill stands for a lot of Paul Bedowy. We've watched it. Anybody want to come to the state challenge? We're not here then for the $50 for every shot that is found.
There it is. Paul, your comment was just read live to the athletes here in the arena. These guys are going to be fighting for their landings for these next three events. All right, 2-minute one-touch warm-up remaining starts now. These guys are up and going in their next three events. We are headed to high bar, which is absolutely a crowd favorite. Parallel bars, which is another fun one to watch. That keep an eye on that camera because P-bars can get crazy out of nowhere. So keep an eye there. And then the absolute powerhouse event, which is, of course, vault. Nate, I appreciate the love. I got a comment thanking me for jumping in. This is honestly a passion for me. I love this team. I love Gym Act's mission, and I will be here as long as I can, but always appreciate the positive support. Again, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscription button. We are trying to make sure this Gym Act YouTube page becomes a one-stop shop for all things Gym Act. All right, we got about 45 seconds going right here. All right. Assistant coach Anthony Mills is attending to Co right now, along with team supporter Dr. Butler is over there making sure he stays comfortable as they check out. It does appear to be a left knee injury. The severity is unclear at this point. Right now, they're trying to just make sure that he is keeping that knee stable as they decide the next best action of care. Obviously, our thoughts and prayers are going out to him. No one ever likes to see an athlete go down. So as I get more information, I will be sharing that with you guys.
After our first readings, here are the current team standings. The Maroon team at 108.5 up.
Paul, I agree with you. He's in the chat right now. He said, let's get 5, 10, any amount donations per stick. Let's get these guys going. Like I said, there's a link in our Instagram where you can go donate per stick from tonight's competition. Any possible donation helps. If you want to donate $1 per stick, it goes so far. This team has become so big to provide so many opportunities to young men. Every cent that you can help with is unbelievably thankful, and these guys appreciate it so very much. So Paul, thanks for lighting a fire under everybody, and let's have a great last 3 events. Let's see what these guys have right here. All right, let's get this thing going. Maroon team is going to be starting off Austin on the vault exercise. The black team will be going to P-bar, starting with team captain Ryan Swachino, and the gold team will be putting up Hunter first on high bar. All right, let's see what Austin's got for us here. I have to watch him train this vault. Austin's definitely a guy. His start value is a little on the lower side, but he's hungry for upgrades. He's hungry for that for a lack of deductions. He's a great energy in the gym, and I'm very excited to see what he puts down right here in his freshman performance at Maroon and Gold. All right, here we go. Big Sukahara laid out. Just a small step forward, man. He was hungry for that stick. Paul, I think your challenge is working already. Great start on vault for the Maroon team from Austin. Moving on to the parallel bars. And I apologize. I have a misorder on my sheet here. The first athlete up for the black team on parallel bars is actually going to be Justin Smith. Another guy we've been talking about all night. He's going to put up a great show for us right here. And moving on to high bar is going to be a Hunter for the gold team. Right into that in-bar work, hitting that handstand. That's what that high bar is all about. It's all about handstands. Little overcooked on that one. Justin taking to the parallel bars. So he's got big release here from high bar. Turn it over and catching just like that. High risk, high reward. These are the events that get really exciting. Justin on parallel bars, hitting a big back upright handstand. Winding up for a dismount on high bar. Full twisting double layout. Man, these guys are hungry for your donations. Make sure you get them in. Every cent you can possibly help with is so appreciated. Help to keep these guys' dream alive. Justin hitting that Stutz to handstand. On vault, Aiden Myers, big double fold to a small hop. Great start. Those of you asking about Co, I can tell you he is sitting up now. He's got his knee fully iced up. He's up supporting his team. And man, oh man, I've got so much respect for him right now. It is so hard to not be selfish in that moment because obviously he needs to have his attention on keeping himself healthy. But he is sitting up, keeping his team going while he can't compete the rest of the night. So huge shout out to Co. What a great role model for all the younger athletes in the building right now. Wow. Jim Harris just brought home another $50 per stick. That means these guys are going to be earning $100 per stick. Let's see if we can keep that going, keep these guys fighting. Noah jumping up on high bar for the gold team. Up on vault. We're going to Senator for the Maroon team. Let's see what these guys have. Senator, big. Whoa. Double front. First donation. Back tackling him. He just paid for his own jersey. That is fantastic. Noah, new dismount getting put down today. You see a thicker mat in. Big dismount coming in from Noah. He's been working so hard on this. Big double layout. Just bailed out of it the last second to keep himself safe. I know he's going to be a little disappointed about that, but I know he's also battling a small heel injury, so that was such a smart call by Noah. His dismount has been looking so good. It's one of the things he has struggled on, and he put in so much work into his senior year to make it ready. I can't wait to see it the rest of the season. Up on parallel bars, this should be Kataro. Up. Oh, I'm sorry. That is Caden DiGirolamo right there. Big dismount, small step back. We're seeing some great gymnastics coming up on vault for the Maroon team. We should see Tucker. Let's see if he can keep this stick train going. This is how it goes. These guys get one stick and everybody gets crazy excited, and they are up and running. See what he's got right here on vault. Big Souk layout, going for that landing and just bringing it a little under, small hop forward. Great vault from the black team. All right, Chris, taking to the high bar for the gold team. Tucker just went on vault for the maroon team. This is going to be Silvano taking to the parallel bars for the black team. Chris, big release to start his routine. Kip's got to go over the bar. Oh, puts it back the other direction. Not the end of the world. It's just a direction change. Hitting his end bar right to handstand. Way to bring it back together from Chris. Sean taking to the vault from the maroon team. See if we can find another stick here. Chris, big double layout to a small step. Big laid out full. Stepping forward from Sean. These guys are getting hungry for it. I love seeing all the comments and support from parents and friends and family right here on our live stream. These guys are fighting for every landing. They're looking great. They've got quite a bit of time before their first regular season meet. So this is really what we want to see right now. We don't want to see them over prepared because it's so hard to stay that ready all the way through, but we also don't want to see a lot of falls, and we really haven't seen it tonight. Let's see if these guys can find some landings. Silvano taking to the parallel bars for the black team. Huge, giant, very rare in college gymnastics. Into a to pelt action. Silvano is just working those parallel bars. See what he's got here as he bails back into the center, turning over into a very rare skill called a Bobzar. Man, this is a big routine coming from the black team on parallel bars. Keep an eye on that camera. Huge, working a lot of long hang elements. That's not very common. A lot of guys get one or two elements under the bars like that and then find a nice, strong support routine. So Silvano coming up strong right here. Let's see what he's got. Big dismount, flyaway off the end. Big vault, small hop right there from the maroon team, and that was Sean. What a great vault. Jackson Harrison, crowd favorite, taken to the high bar. See what Jackson's got for us. Very unique routine. Flying giant right there. Let's see what he's got. Big release right here. Tkachev to Ginger. Great combination. Ooh, high risk, but he packs a lot of difficulty in a very short amount of time into a very rare element called the Weiler right to handstand. Jackson looking great on high bar. Big Jaeger. That's a very rare skill in men's gymnastics. You see a very hard to work out of. High risk, high reward on it. Big double front to a solid stick. Harrison, team captain, throwing down a double front on a high bar for a great stuck dismount. Ladies and gentlemen, that's another Arizona stick. Let's keep those donations coming. Hit up that link on our Instagram page. Let's keep these guys funded and keep these guys' dreams alive. Paul, you may have overshot making these guys, putting a challenge out in front of these guys. but we all know it goes to a great place. Next up on vault, one of the guys we've been watching all night. This is Brett. He is the wild card. You never know quite sure what he's going to put down. So let's see. He is known to get really hyped up before his turns and really put the power down. Here we go. Big vault from Brett. Laid out 1.5. Very, very clean in the air. Just trying to find that blind landing is incredibly hard. But overall, great, great vault from Brett. Isaiah waiting to go on high bar from the gold team. Taking to the parallel bars from the black team, Ryan Swachino. See if Ryan, another team captain, can find a stick right here. Ryan's got a very, very nice, clean P-bar routine. Working that support work, finding that handstand line. Big move right here. Straddled 1.25 to his upper arms, front uprising directly to an L hold. That takes so much strength and so much mental strength to be able to control such a powerful move and bring it into a nice, solid landing on the upper arms and then pop it up into the L just like that. Solid dismount, just a 3/10 step back there from Swachino. Isaiah taken to the high bar for the gold team. Coach Brian Kern jumping up Isaiah there. Big release called a Yamawaki right off the bottom. Fantastic Tkachev action over the top. This is a great routine. Dropping that hand for that one-arm giant. This is a strong routine so far for Isaiah. See if he can keep it going, spreading those hands out. We're going to see an in-bar Adler all the way out, holding his hands, and it's called an L grip, which is why his hands slipped there. Great recovery. Appears to be okay. High risk, high reward. Way to go for it, Isaiah. Isaiah now taking 30 seconds, getting with his coaches, making sure what he's going to do when he jumps back up. Checking with the judges, making sure he received credit for all the elements he's done before he jumps back up on the equipment. All right, Isaiah jumping back up. See what he's got. Isaiah appears to be our final competitor here. An in-bar element all the way up to handstand. Big dismount, double twisting, double layout with a small step. What a great finish from Isaiah. And great, great sight here in the arena. Ladies and gentlemen, Ko is on his feet. He's not walking around. He's hobbling a little bit, but he is up and with his team. Again, so much respect for him for sticking this out and being over with his team, helping him keep this thing going. I'm hoping that knee is not a major injury, but it is a great sign to see him up, hobbling around his teammates, helping him get to where he needs to go to make sure he can continue to support his team all the way through this meet. That concludes event number 4. We are headed to event number 5. All right, these guys are going to rotate and they're going to start their 2-minute one-touch warm-up here momentarily. And I just noticed, I'm sorry, our high bar camera didn't get moved for that rotation. So I'm going to run down and make sure we give you the best possible angle we can to watch such an incredible event.
First meeting, it's going to be our all that in February 25th, and I'll be going up to the next one. Everybody gets me. It's going to stop. It's going to definitely be deciding you. Other weeks we're hosting. We're going to put
They were like trying to on road to die. Back on my
All right, we have 30 seconds remaining in this 2-minute one touch. I did just have an opportunity to go down and I talked to Ko. He said he's doing good. Scared him, definitely hurt, but he's just focusing on making sure he's helping his team bring home that dub. So he is down on the floor still cheering his team on. And guys, that's what just separates out these athletes. The caliber of person they are on top of the athletics is unbelievable. So here we go, 10 seconds till we start event number 5. All right, the 2-minute touch is in the books, and we are on to event number 5 here at Aspire Kids Sports Center. The gold team will be putting up 6 athletes on vault. The maroon team will be headed to parallel bars with 5 athletes, and the black team will be headed to high bar with 3 athletes. That is a tough spot to be in because all 3 have to hit. Taking to the high bar for the black team is Corey. Let's see what he's got right here. Big release right out of the gates. Nice Yamawaki, a little behind it and just went for the catch, putting that kip over the bar. He's got to find his rhythm and his giant, pushing it back out. Fantastic recovery by Corey right there. See what he's got as he pushes through the end of this routine. Aiden Myers taking the parallel bars for the maroon team. Corey coming in for his dismount. Big double tuck. Smallest step. Oh, if he had stayed down. But other than that, great routine from Corey on the high bar for the black team. Aiden up there on the parallel bars for the maroon team. First up on vault for the gold team is going to be Noah Hansen. Fantastic Diamondov there from Aiden on parallel bars. Big Stutz handstand, small hop back, finding his front upright C. Big dismount right here, double front, and just stumbles behind it. These guys are getting hungry for their landings, and that is a great thing. Let's see, Noah Hansen right here on vault. He's a big, powerful vaulter with a rare Yurchenko entry, reaches back to the table. Little behind it, completes the full twist safely, and just lands feet behind him and puts his hands down. Other than that, it was a fantastic vault from Noah. All right. Next up for the black team on high bar is going to be Justin Smith. He is putting down that all around for his team right here. It is fantastic to see these guys out here just fighting for every single spot they can possibly find. Next up on parallel bars from the maroon team is going to be Ethan. Next up on vault from the gold team is going to be Jackson Harrison. Another Yurchenko entry where they do that round off on the vault runway, landing on the springboard and then explode off their hands. Very, very, very rare in men's gymnastics, and Jackson does it very well. Let's see what Jackson's got for us. Keep an eye on that bottom right-hand camera. Big run. Back to the table. Big double twist with the smallest hop on that landing. Such a great, powerful vault from Jackson. He is having a great start to his senior year right here. Taking to the high bar for the black team is going to be Justin. It's connected. Yamawaki to Ginger. Can he work out of it? Oh, just gets stuck there for a second. Great, great release combination from him. Just taking the extra swing back into the rhythm of things. Ethan up on parallel bars from the maroon team. And ladies and gentlemen, there's a stuck landing from the maroon team. Earn in your donations. Make sure you get over to the Instagram page. Hit that link in our bio. Big dismount from Justin. Small step forward. They are starting to fight for their landings. That is fantastic. Make sure you jump on this donation train. Paul, thank you so much for getting that started again this year. And we are headed to the vault with Hunter. Let's see what Hunter's got for us on vault. Big double twist, small step. Other than that, absolutely fantastic over the table and in the air. What a great vault from Hunter. Next up on parallel bars for the maroon team is going to be Austin. All right, Austin taking to the parallel bars. See what Austin's got. Big underbar work there. Nice clean handstand. Believe it or not, that pirouette is a very common thing to fall on, even at this level. Keeping it calm. Nice strong elbow hold position. Going to vault with the gold team. Let's see what Isaiah's got for us. As Austin comes in, big front dismount. That front half, small hop. Other than that, great routine from Austin for the maroon team. Taking to the high bar for the black team. Ryan, team captain, Ryan Swachino. Big 2.5 from Isaiah on vault. That is a very, very difficult vault. Ryan on the high bar. Big release right here. Throwing his hands back for some style points there. Great, great start to the routine. Ryan's having a great beginning to his senior year. Big another release move there called a pike to Kachev. Turns it over. Here's another one. Straddled version. Hands right on like they were meant to be there. Great, great routine. He's finding his rhythm, finding his flow. Now let's see if he can put it down for a strong dismount. Ryan's known for this dismount. He's got a big laid out full twisting double back. And just goes for that stick again. Matt's nice and soft, stumbles him forward a little bit. Other than that, fantastic start from Ryan. All right, black team is done on high bar. Keep your eye on that vault screen. These next two vaults we're going to see are two of the biggest ones being done in the entire GymAx space and all of college gymnastics. Check out that vault camera right here. We're actually going to spotlight it really quick so everybody can watch. This is going to be a giant vault. Let's see if he can find his feet right here. Handspring, double front. That's a huge vault. Great, great vault from Nikki. That is absolutely amazing. That is 3 flips over the table while hitting your hand. Sean taking to the parallel bars for the maroon team. Nice long hang work there. Fighting for his handstand. Smart choice. Really strong competitive value. Just not fighting for that handstand and taking a fall. Just taking a short hold deduction and moving on. Strong full dismount from Sean. All right. we're going to go back to Will on vault. He's another guy doing that handspring double front. So they have to go from their feet to their hands onto the vault table. And then it's actually 2.5 flips from their hands back to their feet. I found out when I was in here filming and prepping for today's stream that this is the first time Will is putting this to a hard competition landing. He had a couple of them in warm up yesterday, look great. One of them's actually videoed in the intro if you were here at the beginning of the stream. And let's see if Will can find his feet on this vault right here. I know how bad he wants it. He trained, he knows what he's doing. And let's see what he's got right here. Big run. It is so loud in this building right now. 1 flip, 2 flips. Just behind it, but such a good start to that vault. That is so big. Great job, Will. Going over to Senator on P-bars, the final competitor of this rotation. Let's take a look. All right, Senator, taking to the parallel bars. Hip to support, showing off that hold position. It sounds silly to be so excited about that, but it's one of those positions that everybody knows. Huge 13-8 on vault from Nikki Franz. Oh, fall there from Senator. He's got to pick back up here. Strong swing handstand. Nice Diamidov. That's that full spin on one hand. Into that Stutz, two very, very common skills you're going to see every time you watch a college gymnastics meet. Into that pirouette, nice and solid into that handstand, tiny elbow bend, but he's doing good. He mitigated from that earlier. Big double pike with a 310 step back. Great solid routine from Senator there to close out our fifth and second to last rotation. All right, we are going in to the final. We are headed to our final event right now. Don't forget.
We've been certified for a long time. We're the services of our trainer and physical therapist and ambassador. She's been helping our team the last 12 years. Thank you, Anna, and the Champ Physical Therapy Condition Center in China. Be sure to see Anna for injuries for BC family. Also, a big shout out to our Dr. Amy. Dr. Amy is a true friend of the team. Dr. Amy always very needed. Thank you very much. And finally, fastest police have also been in help. They've been donating space to fundraising. Thanks to that, and they shop taxes when you choice.
All right, some big shout outs to the team supporters here in the venue. We've got medical staff and all kinds of people that help support this team all the way through. It really does take a village to keep this program going. So we are here. We are live in Southern Arizona, and we are rocking and rolling. These guys are headed to their 6th and final events. This is when it gets interesting. They're going to fight for every possible routine, every possible dismount. Paul Bedowy, thank you for throwing down that stick challenge. Make sure you head over to our Instagram, click on the link in our bio, get donations coming into these guys. They feed off it. Your support is so appreciated. And let's see if we can help keep funding this team. As I mentioned earlier, they did end up losing a massive fundraiser here in the Valley due to a lack of support, unfortunately, so they can use your help. Thankfully, our spring season looks great for fundraising, but all of your help just goes right back to these athletes. It helps buy their uniforms, helps get them and their coaches where they need to go, helps get everything they need to continue doing amazing things here at Maroon and Gold 30. Mark has asked in the chat if I will stay live for the results as well. And yes, I absolutely will be. We'll have a camera move to the floor exercise for the presentation of awards. So as soon as everybody's done, I'll sign off and let you guys watch that awards ceremony. So keep it live right here to find all the results. All right, 2-minute one touch has begun. We are in our 6th and final rotation. I have no idea what the team scores are. It's been a great 5 rotations of gymnastics for these guys. They are fighting hard. They're supporting each other, and it's going to be a great season. Make sure you keep an eye right here on the GymAct YouTube page. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for us. Keep an eye on everything that's going on. GymAct is heating up like crazy. We added in a new team this year. They're called IndieHio. They're a conglomerate team out of Indiana and Ohio coming together to try to build men's collegiate gymnastics. We've also got Minnesota the new president of Gymact, Mike Burns, who took over for head coach Scott Barclay this year, is so hungry. He wants back on top, and he's going to do whatever it takes to get there. And his guys just put up a great promo video that makes it look like these Arizona guys are going to have to stay on top of their stuff to try to keep that title going. The Arizona team has won well over 25 national titles, and I think there's some people out there who are ready to take them on. So it's going to be an exciting season of gymnastics. Keep it right here on the Gymact YouTube channel to see all of it. We have some great supporters that are bringing some really high quality content. So make sure you keep it there. If we aren't showing something you want to see, let us know. We'll do everything we can. We are here as a member of Gymact. We are here to serve the community and bring everything to you that we can. So we got about 30 seconds going in this last round here. And we're going to see some great gymnastics. The gold team will be ending on parallel bars. The black team will be ending on vault. With only 3 competitors, that's going to be hard to keep their team score up because all 3 guys are going to have to hit. And the maroon team will be ending on a high bar, bringing 5 guys to that rotation. Let's see. We have not seen, the only thing I will say that I haven't seen much tonight that I've seen at every other maroon and gold before this is I have not seen a lot of stuck dismounts. So it'll be real interesting to see if these guys can find a few more sticks for the rest of tonight. Some fun excitement going on over there on high bar. Not wasting that stick. That's what you want to see right there. He found his stick position, took a step back to make sure he is ready to go for this final rotation. All right, here it comes. 6th and final rotation. It is all over after this. So let's see what these guys have. Paul in the comments. Let's go, boys. We need a big rotation. Paul, I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we can light some fire under these guys and keep them going. Former 3-time team captain is Daniel Brandenburg is actually our live announcer here in the venue. So here we go. Chris, for the gold team, taking to the parallel bars. Let's see what he's got. Let's see if these guys can find some sticks and take your money. So here we go. I'm going to turn my camera off and let you enjoy some great gymnastics. Let's see what these guys have. Chris up on the parallel bars. Justin Smith taking to the vault for the black team, and Senator taking to the high bar. I'm sorry, Austin taking to the high bar for the maroon team. Here we go. Justin coming in strong on vault. Big Kazumatsu, small hop. Great performance from Justin to round out his all around. That is a stick from Chris. Paul, get your checkbook out because he just stuck another dismount. That is fantastic performance from Chris on the parallel bars by gold team. Austin up on high bar, stalling out of that giant just a little bit. It is so hard to do all 6 events all the way through. Austin has had a great first performance here as a freshman to this program. He's going to take his 30 seconds. He's going to get with assistant coach Brian Curran, so he knows what he needs to do, and he jumps back up, and he's going to fight strong all the way to the end. Paul is upping it to $100 per stick for the final rotation. All right. Austin back up on the high bar. Ryan taking to the vault. Let's see what Austin's got for a dismount here. Just overcooking it and stumbling it back. Ryan taking to the vault. Let's see what Ryan's got right here. Just overcooks it and brings it in short. That is called an Acopian. It is a round off, so quarter twist the table, 2 twists off. Parallel bars, team captain Jackson Harrison. See what Jackson's got for us. This routine looked great all week in training. Big front toss, taking it right up to that handstand. Pirouetting over the top, staying in that support position. and just stumbling that dismount back.
Next up on my for the maroon team, Aiden Meyer.
Aiden taken to the high bar for the maroon team. All right, Aiden jumping up. Coach Brian Kern assisting him. Isaiah up on the parallel bars. So we got Aiden, big piked release move and just behind the bar. I don't know how he didn't catch that. The dowels were over, and sometimes that's just how high bar goes. Huge release from Aiden there. He's going to reach hawk and jump back up. Isaiah putting it up to handstand on parallel bars right there for the gold team. Healy down, high risk, high reward right there. Hitting that locked handstand shape. Let's see if he can find a dismount. Big helmet off. Big front uprise. You know he's tired, but he's going to fight for his team. Let's see what he's got right here. Big double pike. Just like that. Danny taking to the vault for the black team. Final competitor for black team. Aiden, big release on high bar. Repeating that piked release move like it was nothing. Another version of it straddled right here. Fantastic. Aiden is heating up over here. Let's see what he's got cooking in the second half. Danny, another Yurchenko entry on vault. Big double full, small hop forward. Great performance from Danny tonight. Aiden putting that in bar right to handstand, just what we want to see. Let's see if he's got a nice big dismount here. Laid out, full out, and that's a stick. That's what we needed to see right there. Great performance for Aiden. He had that fall, and then he jumped up like nothing happened, and he minimized his deductions for his team. What a great performance. You couldn't ask for anything more than that at an Intrasquad. We are down to our last 6 routines. Paul, your announcement was just read live here for these last 5 routines. Let's see what these guys can do. Again, we thank all of you so much. We thank all of our generous donors so much. You are the ones that keep this place going. So many of us help to volunteer our time, but at the end of the day, your donations mean so much and go so far to give these guys the absolute just experience of a lifetime to be in the time of life that college is and have your team. Here we go. Taking to the high bar for the maroon team is Sean. Let's see what he's got for us. Will taking to the parallel bars for the gold team. Here we go. Big straddled release just behind it. Will up on P bars for the gold team. Let's see if these guys are hungry for these sticks. Will putting that beautiful peach element where it drops below the bars and back up to the support. Very nice. Finding that handstand line. Those little adjustments like you just saw him make do take deduction, but sometimes it's worth it when you hit a skill like that right after it. A little short of the handstand there. Big dismount. See if you can find a stick. What? That is another Arizona stuck dismount. That is such a hard skill to stick. It is 2 flips with a blind landing, and man, oh man, did Will find it for his team. Great job, great performance from Will from his events tonight. Sean back on the bar for the maroon team. See if he's going to repeat that release move. He hasn't received credit for one, so he is going to repeat it. Right on like nothing happened. This maroon monsoon is absolutely eating over here on high bar. This team is so loud. They are so hyped up right now. Little behind, recovers like it's nothing. That is a sign of a strong competitor. Somebody that can just get in that little bit of trouble, stay calm, push it back out, and mitigate the fall. Here we go. Big dismount from the maroon team. Full twisting, double layout. That's another stick. Paul, your generous donation and challenge these guys. They have met it like it's nothing. There's 2 sticks. That is more than we've seen in a single rotation. We thank all of you so much. Anybody that's jumped over and is able to help out, donate for these sticks. They will go so far to buying plane tickets and helping coaches get where they need to go and pay for food while they're traveling and help put these uniforms on these guys all season long. We thank all of you. However you support this program, it goes so far. So here we go. We're down to our last couple competitors. 2 left on high bar. Hunter Fletching taking to the P-bars for the gold team. I believe this will be their final competitor. Let's see what he's got here. That peach element right to handstand. This is what we want to see. Big front uprise, locking those handstand positions. It's actually a very, very difficult position to be in, and these guys make it look easy. Finding that handstand again, dropping back below the bars, that same element he mounted with just to a support instead of to a handstand, jumping up to high bar. We're going to see Senator Bedoui right here. Let's see. Gold team fighting for a stick. Great routine, except for the stumble back from Hunter there on parallel bars. Let's see what Senator's got for us right here on high bar for the maroon team. Called a Ginger, and man, oh man, there are very few guys in the country that do it better than Senator does. Completely laid out, winding up for a dismount. Let's see what he's got here. Laid out, full out to another. Senator said, Dad, I see your donation and I will take it kindly. This is what we want to do right here. Fantastic job from Senator. Super short routine, bare minimum parts, but he does it so clean. He jumps on, gets the job done, and jumps off. Great routine from Senator. I believe we are down to our final competitor of the evening. Our final competitor of the evening. We've talked about him quite a bit tonight. His name is Brett, competing for the Maroon Monsoon right here. He brings so much character to his gymnastics, and he is known for just getting the job done. So let's see if we can find one more stick right here. Again, thank you all of you for your support, for being on this live stream right here with us. This is what this team is about. This is what this program does. They just put things together. They make it happen. So thank you all so much for your support. We're going to spotlight this final routine right here and let everybody enjoy it. All right, final routine of the evening from Arizona. This Intrasquad is getting shut down right here. This is Brett Balser putting up the final routine for the Maroon Monsoon. Brett, a Region 6 athlete from the East Coast. So he's got mounting with that piked Yamawaki action over the bar. He's got some really interesting work. This is called a quast, a long edge diagonal spin over the top, releasing both hands. He's going to do it again with another half called the Rabalco. Very nice over the top. He has a very unique dismount. Full spin right there. Into a Weiler action. Lots of very rare gymnastics. He's winding up for his unique dismount. Double layout over the bar. I believe he's going to twist it tonight. Let's see if he can find it. And a 3/10 step back. Strong routine to shut this place down. Great job to all of the athletes. Great job. Thank you all so much for your support. We're going to bring that camera over to floor so that you guys can enjoy a great awards presentation here momentarily. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for sticking it out with us. We've held about 50 people watching this right here all night long, and that tells me that men's college gymnastics is far from dead. It is well and alive here in Arizona, and it's going to keep going all the time. These guys are absolutely killing it. They are hungry for it. We've got quite a bit of time till their first regular season meet in Texas, the second weekend in January. Make sure you keep it live right here on the Gym Act YouTube page. It will be streamed right here for your viewing pleasure. Like I said, thank you so much for all the support. Make sure you hit the subscribe button under this video, hit the like, hit the notification so you see everything we put out as the Gym Media team as we try to bring more light to the amazing things these guys do right here. Again, I would like to say a personal shout out to Paul Bedowy. Thank you for stepping up and helping these guys achieve their goals and their dreams. It has been a great MNG 30 right here in Arizona. We're going to take that camera over. We're going to get the athletes on the floor and present their awards, but make sure you keep it right here and track these guys all season long as they try to find their roughly 28th national title this season at Gym Act National Championships in the spring. Thank you all so much. Keep it right here for our awards presentation.
The acceptance, he's not on the lower turnovers. We're 14-6 and estimated $100-ish per stick is what it looks like maybe so far. So we're getting something to fundraiser, we're staying over $1,000.
Okay, we're ready to give out the awards for tonight, and I just want to say thanks to everybody that came tonight. We have parents from came from out of town, so if you're a parent that came from out of town, you stand up and raise your hand. Yep. We really appreciate the parents. I know, we come from all over the country here and, get big effort, so Senator, you did there. We appreciate it. These guys did a great job. Good kickoff for the season. So now we're gonna find out, but I just want to say thanks to everybody that came tonight, support these guys. They worked really hard to be going. And that was doing so. All right, let's get on with the awards.
All right, beginning on the floor. In third place, the Green team with a 14-4, Aiden Myers. On the goal team, Hunter Legend. Yeah, I read it last time. I'll try again. In a time, for third place, with a 12-8, Aiden Myers. In second place, with a 13-2, Jackson Harrison. And in first place, with a 13-4-5, Hayden D. Geraldo. Almost in third place, with 11.8, Nikki Fran. In second place, from the Blue team, with a 12.85, Arush Hagan. And in fifth place, from the Black team, with a 12.95, Clayton Cunningham. And the Wings in third place, from the Gold team, with a 12.75, Will Allen. In second place, with a 12.8, Silvano. And in third place, with a 13.0, Aiden Myers. On to ball. Still being still Aiden Myers, third place. With a 14-3, Jackson Harrison. With a 13.75, Senator. On the parallel bars, in third place, with a 12.35, Silvano. In second place, with a goal team, with a 12.5, Chris. And in first place, also for the goal team, with a 13.5, Will. And on high roll, in third place, from the goal team, 12.25, Hunter Lesher. In second place, with a 12.3, Senator Louis. And in with a 12.35, from the goal team, Jackson. And on all around. In third place, with a 62.5, from the Maroon team, Senator Louis. In second place, with a 69.05, from the goal team, Isaiah Leonard. And in third place, from the Maroon team, with a 74.95, Aiden Myers. And for the team choice. In third place, with a 206.7, the Black team. The first place team, with a 225.2, the Gold team. In second place, the Maroon team. 221.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes another Gym Act Live production. Thank you all so much for hanging out and helping support the Arizona program as it kicks off its 2024 season, and we will see you next time.